All right, welcome back, my dear student. So in this lecture here, we're going to continue to build our pagination system. So what's next? We already know the count. All right, let's go ahead and echo this out first and find out that it is working. All right, we don't want to keep writing without knowing we are getting our count. So let's echo our count and find out exactly how many posts we have. All right, so let's go here. And now you can see I saved it, by the way. All right, always keep saving it. We see that we have 42 posts available. All right, cool. So how can we actually find out, all right, how can we create like a per page type of functionality, right? Well, if we want to find out, all right, let's say we want 10 items per page. All right, all we have to do is actually divide, right? Divide the count by 10, right? So let's say something like this. Let's say count, all right, and we go ahead and say count could be equal to count, the same thing here, divided by what? Let's do 5. Let's do 5. And now if we save it and come back here, we can see that we have 8.4. All right, so 8.4 times 5 equals 42, right? So the thing is that the problem here that this is a float number, 8.4. We need an integer, because if we don't have an integer, we're going to have a problem later on. All right, so let's make this an integer. How do we do that? Well, we could use a function called ceiling or ceil, like this. And I think I showed you this in the math section. Enter, and now we got 9. So he rounds it up. All right, beautiful. So what else is next? Well, after this, what we can do is let's go ahead and display some links. All right, let's go all the way to the bottom here. We got a sidebar here, and we got even our footer. Right below our footer, let's display a pagination. So let's go here and put our UL. I'm gonna put a little class here of pager, all right, which is from Bootstrap, and it's gonna help us make our links a lot nicer. Then what I want to do here is, and I'm just gonna display a static one for now, just to show you, all right, how this looks. So let's say this is gonna be 1, and this is gonna be 2. Let's see if this actually looks good. Enter. I gotta go all the way to the bottom to show you this. It's crazy. All right, so you see this right here, 1 and 2. So we got this. We're gonna produce these links dynamically. All right, so when we click on 2, it's gonna go to the next page. All right, for that we need a loop actually to repeat stuff for us, right? So let's go ahead and create one right now, right? Let's put some PHP tags right here in between this UL, and let's actually use a for loop to do this. All right, so we're gonna say I is gonna be the initializer, right? Is gonna be equal to 1. All right, we want the loop to start at 1. Then we want I, as long as I is smaller or equal to what? Count. All right, then we're going to increment. And now here we can just echo a nice link. We can just say li, and we'll close it right here. Let's put a href right here also. We're gonna need an href, so all right. And let's echo this I right here too, because that's gonna be the number. Remember, it's counting, it's looping through count. So we can say I here. All right, let's go ahead and check this out. Enter. And I don't like that. We're gonna have to actually limit this so that way I can show it to you instead of scrolling all the way down. It's just annoying, right? Let's just scroll right here. There you go. You see that? So it's starting to look okay, right? It's starting to look better. Beautiful. So it's looping through all our count. We got 9. Remember that we have 9 right here. We round it up. Beautiful. All right. So the next step is that we need to send a GET request, all right? And depending on that GET request that we're gonna send, it's how many pages, how many posts we're gonna have per page. All right, so what is the GET request we're gonna send? Well, we're gonna send a request to index.php, and the request is going to be called page equals what? What do you think page is gonna equal to? If you guess the I, you are totally correct. So we put the I right there. And now, if I go here, and of course, I'm gonna scroll down, and I click here, you can see that it's actually sending a GET request number 2 because I just clicked on number 2, right? And if I do 5, it's gonna send a 5. All right. So now what we need to do is we need to create a condition to detect that GET request, and depending on that GET request, we will change a variable dynamically and limit the amount of posts that are showing in our homepage. Anyway, I'm not gonna explain anymore. I'm gonna start coding and let you know, but I'm gonna do that in the next lecture. All right. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying this, and I'll see you in the next one.